Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? I'm TubbyGeezer, and we're going to be playing Last Epoch. This game has kind of won me over a little bit. It is an early access game. I played it... When did I play it? Last Thursday? I've since put about 15 hours into it, and I have definitely leveled up the character I was playing last time, the Beastmaster, or I guess Primalist, but I spec'd into Beastmaster. Here, I'll just go ahead and show you. I am going to keep this up while I load the game, mostly because it's still, like, at the beginning it does, like, login information, email address, all that weird stuff, and it's like, why? Why do that? So I have to make sure that it loads up properly. But, so, I'm probably going to be playing this for a couple hours today, for no good reason other than the fact that my brain hates me. I've been up since about 5 this morning. I don't recommend it. Okay. Here we go. Boop. Sweet. So I also created this guy. His name is Swordy Face, and he is a sentinel. I'm like speccing him into paladin. Which is funny because that's not actually his gear. I'm using a two-handed sword. But this is the guy that we were playing last time. As you can see, I've played just a little bit. I think I made it to like level 7 or 8 on stream. Now I'm level 31. So, yeah. This game's a lot of fun. I'm currently in Act 2, and I've unlocked the End of Time. So, this is how this works. The first area was the Ruined Era. We started here, made our way through, came all the way down here, did all... Well, I think we only made it up here on stream. But I did all the rest of Act 1. Started Act 2, and I am right here. Imperial Thetima? And then I'm guessing these are like Act 3, Act 4, something like that. Actually, no, the Ancient Era is places you can go separately. They're like side areas. So this must be Act 3, I'm guessing, because I haven't been here at all. And then the End of Time is just, I think it's just supposed to be like a... there is some endgame stuff here, which apparently is like this. The Monolith of Fate, like, increases difficulty. A lot like Path of Exile's, like, map system, where you make maps harder. This is like, it gives buffs to enemies, but gives you better loot. Where's the other one? I think the other guy's up here. But there's also a thing that's like an arena, which I guess is like an endless, yeah, this right here. Endless arena. So I guess that's like kind of the version of, you know, PoE's maps or Diablo 3's like rift system. And I guess I could do it now, but I don't want to because I'm not, you know, yeah. So, let's look at the stuff. So, Primalist. I've got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of skills, and then once you get 20 points, you can spec into Beastmaster or Shaman or Druid, and you get +1 max companions, and I think... Yeah, I've got, like, tons of increased damage on them. I'm getting Aspect of the Shark, which is, like, when you hit with melee, you do more damage for a while. Only because up here, your companions gain it when you do. And increased duration. So, most of my damage comes from my minions. So, giving them 50% increased damage and 10% attack speed is huge. And all I gotta do is smack things. Then I've got like a little defensive stuff, and this goes all the way up to here, so I'm like nowhere near done. But yeah, that's what that looks like. As far as skills, I'm specializing in... I should be specializing in not this. But I'll switch it later. So my wolf has got tons of damage bonuses. My wolves, I should say. And cold. So I'm doing a lot of cold damage, a lot of chance to freeze, a lot of chance to chill, that kind of stuff, so I can slow enemies down. Same with this thing. I'm speccing down here into cold damage. This makes all poison chance into chill chance, so I have a little bit of that, just so, once again, slow enemies down. My big thing I'm trying to do, and mind you, I have no idea what the end game looks like. I might be making a build that will never work. But we'll see. And then I've got this guy fully spec'd out into cold. Well, not here, but this is just cooldown stuff. Turns him into an Ice Tiger. He can cast Frost Nova. He casts a Vortex when he takes damage, and he does a ton more cold damage with a lot of freeze chance. And then I'm going down here for melee damage, crit chance, crit multi. So he's going to be like my big damage dealer at the end. So what I have... I have 4 pets. I don't remember where it is. Is it this one? Yeah, you can have 1 additional wolf active at a time. You can have 1 additional companion. So you start with 2. I got 1 from my ascendancy, whatever it's called, and 1 from this. So I can have 2 wolves, a raptor, and a snow tiger. Yes. So basically all I do with this character is I put totems out which shoot spikes, and then I have this like elemental melee attack. Oh man, my armor is balls, my dodge is balls. But I've got some kind of cool items, like I found this. Huge health boost, minions have chance to bleed on hit, minions have increased bleed duration, so more damage for my minions. And then a lot of the stuff that I have on here is... I've got leech on here just because if I do get in close enough to hit things, I generally take some damage. Increased minion damage. Over here I have increased minion health regen. Some of this stuff needs updated pretty hard, but health, crit chance, crit multiplier, elemental protection, health, minion health, movement speed, minion damage. So there's a lot of stuff, and I've kind of worked on this a good bit. I think I've spent about 15 hours on this character, and yeah. Let's go ahead and move forward. So I don't know what's coming up. Obviously I was gonna play my other character to show you guys what like a melee focused build looks like, but then I realized I'd just be going through stuff that I've already seen before, so I decided to keep playing this guy, which he's fun. So yep, my minions are just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and then because I already have my minions out, using these buttons no longer casts them, it gives them a buff with a cooldown. So Howl, which my wolves have a chance to use this ability when they kill something anyway. I think it's 20 or 40% chance. They get Frenzy, increased damage for 3 seconds, and that works with all of my pets. It gives all of them increased damage. This, here, I'll show you this one. Saber-tooth Tiger just does like a crazy little swipe attack. And then this guy goes into Rampage, which gives him attack speed, cast speed, movement speed, and damage and size. So, when I go up against a big guy, I just smack all of those at once. And they become 4,000 damage. Because the Raptor is getting 40% attack speed and damage from his buff. The Wolf is giving him another 50%. It's insane. It's absolutely bonkers. Oh. Just destruction. So it's working so far. You will hear that noise a lot, by the way. You will hear his howl quite often, so... So what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to, and what I'm working towards is this, which I can get in like 2 or 3 levels. 1100 damage, This is bonkers. To be fair, I should probably start working on getting all my pets, like, health and stuff. I think it's only fair while I'm, you know, like, gushing over how great this game is. It's probably fair to also mention it is early access. There are still things about it that, you know, need updating, and, you know, can always make things better. But for the most part, I'm enjoying it. Ooh, Wolf got a level. Nice. So I'm trying to teach myself not to pick up everything. That's very difficult for me. I always pick up rare items just because they might be really good. But a lot of the just blue items like this, like, that doesn't do anything for me. Cast speed doesn't really matter. The only thing I have that I cast is the totems, and elemental spell damage doesn't matter. So while I could still craft this, I could, like, put it in here and add stuff to it. By the way, I learned how this works. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I could craft it. If it already has things I don't need, it's a huge waste, because you can only craft 4 affixes onto an item. So if it has 1 or 2 that I don't need, it's just waste to try to put more on it. And to be fair, this attack, pretty good. It's not like, obviously I'm not doing as much damage as my pets, but it's enough damage to be worthwhile throwing a few hits. Like, sometimes it does like an ice cascade. Other times it'll do like a lightning bolt. It can do fire, lightning, or ice, which is kind of cool. 20% chance of each. And they can overlap. So if you get really lucky and you hit the 20% chance on all 3, it'll do all 3, cast all 3 spells when you... That's not bad. Oh, but yeah, it's low-level armor. I need better. Oh, I want to break those. So there is, I didn't get to it last time. Oh yeah, these two. So eventually you open these. These are just like passive bonuses. Diablo 2 had a system where there were things like this, that if you kept them in your inventory, you would get passive bonuses from them. In this, instead, it's, you start with 4 slots. Chat. And then as you do quests, you open up more ones, and it's just, you know, more freeze, more cold damage, minion cold damage, health and cold protection, fire. I need to replace that one. Minion physical damage. So a lot of stuff is usable with that. The crazy thing is you can't rotate them, so if you happen to get ones that just don't fit, you're just in trouble. You know what? I'll take rings. They're small. Yeah, rings don't take up hardly any space. But what I was doing is I was picking up giant, like, two-handed weapons that take up, like, 8 slots in my inventory, and just... I was having to run... And he's dead. That's what I mean about big guys. Yeah. Big dudes. Oh, yeah, and this... I need to find a better one of these, but I haven't found anything that has better stats. It has melee cold damage, which is great. I have stuff that buffs my cold damage. Base spell damage, which is fine, because that boosts the proc on my ground slam. Boosts the damage. Freeze rate multiplier, which is terrible, by the way. The range on that, if you can see it, below freeze range multiplier is 5 to 100%, and I hit 6. So yeah, and the spell damage is bad too, because it can go from 25 to 80, and I hit 36. Unfortunately, I have 2 tier 2 affixes and 2 tier 1s on this, and it's leeches health, attack speed, minion damage, and freeze rate multiplier, which I think it's the only 4 affix item I've found that actually, like, all 4 of them are good for my build. So I need to upgrade that, though. Oh, and I have a thing, too, where I heal when I use any of my pet's abilities. So if I slap all 3 of those abilities, I get, like, half my health back immediately. Oh, this is a cool place, though. I feel like in most games and most ARPGs, minion builds are just broken because you can just stand back and not do anything. Like, I can just... Yeah. And, oh, actually, one of my wolves took some serious damage there. Huh. Now, there is an item I could... Or there is a thing I could put on that would... Be healing? Yeah, barely. There we go. Oh, and something that kills me, and I'm gonna reference Path of Exile a lot. You guys know I play that game into the ground, so of course I'm going to. But, that's new. Whoa. Melee physical, increased melee elemental. What are the rolls on that? 20 to 100 on that. That's crazy. So you guys know I play Path of Exile a lot, so when I make comparisons, it's going to be to that game often. One of the things that bothered me about playing a Necromancer, or, you know, minion build in general in Path of Exile, you can't tell them where to go. In this game, you hit the A button, and they go. Even if you want them to stop attacking. You just hit the A button wherever you want them to go. Click it on an enemy, they attack him. So... if you're fighting a boss or something and he has a bunch of ads and your minions want to just keep going after the ads, you can tell them to stop and to go after the boss. Either way, I feel like this is probably... there is actually a Necromancer as well. But I feel like this is probably one of the best ways to learn kind of how the game works, because you're not in the midst of everything so much. You have like a defensive layer that most characters don't, in the form of animals. And you can kind of... there are skills that let you be very aggressive. Also, that... okay, cool. How's it look without VSync, by the way? Is there any tearing or anything? I'm not seeing any. I'll turn it on if it needs to. Ow. Food. Guy's not happy. I've not died on this character either, he says. My god, my pets crit so hard, though. Actually, I think that, what was it, 4,000 damage that happened earlier? I think that's the highest hit I've seen. Alright, so what are we doing with our Wolfie? Haste on Howl is kind of nice. Chance to chill. Lightning. Physical health leech. Health regen. I feel like I need some of that stuff. You know what? I'm going to finish this off. 75% more melee damage, stun chance, and crit chance is kind of nuts. Alright, what are we doing here? My totems... Oh yeah, they attack in a cone instead of all around them now, so they're kind of deadly. Less mana. You can have more totems. I don't really have the mana for that. Last longer. Thorn Totem cannot have additional charges, has a significantly longer cooldown, and a reduced cast speed. That's cool, though. I didn't know that was there. So I could technically get 3 more totems, make them last 12 seconds longer, and cast all 5 at once. Interesting. I think I was doing this. More hit damage, less cast speed. Chance to deal double damage? Oh yeah, we're doing that. To be fair, I think eventually on this character, I'll probably stop using Thorn Totems. Right now, they're like my first line of defense. When I see enemies in the distance, I just pop these. Or, you know, when I'm not too busy talking. So that, you know, before my pets can get there, they take aggro and stuff. They do damage, too. They're not terrible. But they're definitely not nearly as powerful as my own. The one problem I have been having, a little bit, and it hasn't killed me, but it's come close a couple times, is, because my pets will run ahead, and then I'll try to get in on the enemy. Oh my god. There we go. The enemy will, like, put an AoE ground attack, or, like, lob a grenade or whatever at my pets, and I'll run right into it. See, my other pets went that way, so I just pull them over here. I really thought about using, like, a two-hander, but... So I'll be looking at a lot of items because I need upgrades.
Hey, Slab! What you been up to?
Anyone! Thank you for the 15 months! How you doing this morning, dude? Also... What? How's it been a month since the last time you subbed? Have you found some weird way to, like... sub multiple times a month? I swear to God it was like 2 weeks ago. Ow! Rude. Had that thing pinned for a while, so it's been over a month? My god. That's insane. Time flies way too fast. Gotta think of something snarky to say with it. That is true. You know what? I didn't even read that because it doesn't pop up over there. Killed your own team lately. Oh, thank you, buddy. I have not. It's been at least a week since I've killed my own team. Thank you very much. However, I found out that this Sunday, Hussam is available. I thought he wasn't, and I think him, Aconite, and I are going to try to play some Tarkov again, so don't worry. There's hope. You have a passive point, but I'm lazy. You're two? Yeah. And I really need the mana for my helmet, though. Okay. Sorry, that's just water. I was like, that's really loud, though. That's not bad. And freeze rate and health. The one thing I always do in ARPGs, by the way, is I always go way too heavily into DPS, and then I end up getting one shot a ton, like, towards the end game. Yeah. You only need 1 point in this, because every 5 seconds your next melee attack deals increased damage. But the only thing I get for leveling this up is more increased damage with that one hit, which doesn't really matter because it's aspect of the shark that I'm after. Specifically getting it on my pets. Oh. You and your minions leech melee damage as health per point. Oh, I need that. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Because I'm getting to the point where my things do enough damage that my pets actually get close to dying. And I have a skill I can use to heal them. Actually, I have two. I have a Terra's Blessing and Healing Wind. But I don't really have a spot on my bar to put it right now. Also, if I wanted to, I could... I should really put my raptor here. But I also have a scorpion and a bear. Something about the way this game looks reminds you of Path of Exile? Yeah, it's very similar. Personally, I think, like, graphically, it's a little worse overall, but, I mean, it's still very functional. And yeah, if we're talking about that, then, I actually like the damage numbers that PoE doesn't have. I like a lot of things about it, like it's not nearly as hardcore as PoE. It's I would say it's more difficult and complex than Diablo, but not nearly as bad as PoE. And for the record, I don't mean bad as in not a good game. I mean bad as in, like, 2,000 hours in and I'm still learning things. See, I killed that guy just fine without my pets. Now, we'll say one problem in this game, and you'll get to see it later, most likely. You spam attacks in PoE, so damage numbers wouldn't have much point. But it's the comfort, it's the good feeling of seeing, like, you know, a new high damage number, like you first time you see 1,000 pop up or 2,000 or, you know, that kind of thing. It's not really, it's not like I'm doing math about it in my head. It's just as those numbers slowly rise as you get more and more powerful, it good. Heck yeah, 33. Haven't played PoE or anything since before that update that changed a bunch of stuff. Oh, the new PoE league is bonkers. Or not. Well, the league was bonkers, but the new Atlas and everything is absolutely crazy. I have beaten the new final boss. He's honestly pretty boring. I didn't like the league mechanic. The new Atlas is really clunky and takes forever to clear. So that's why I haven't been playing it. I'm just not a huge fan of the direction PoE is going, and I really hope that that with the 4.0 update next year, they kind of get everything in order and it all starts to make sense. There's a whole area I messed up there. Hold up. What am I doing? Map. Okay. This looks like the Act 2 boss, actually. Let's go ahead and... that. You and your minions leech 3% of melee damage. Nice. Okay, so now I can start doing this. So I'm going to put my next 4 points into Hunters of the Deep. For sure. Wonder what you'll think next time you're in, given that you're in Act 3 or 4 still. You won't see much of a difference until you get past the acts, honestly. The main portion of the game has not changed, just the end game stuff. Hello? Okay!
That ship will be your tomb.
And you're dead. That was kind of nutty, though. Hello. Ooh. Low end tier 2. Oh, that's 2. I just saw a lot of minion damage and got really excited. Increased minion damage on belt. Actually, minion health, freeze rate multiplier. That's take that too. The one thing they did do to PoE since last time you played, though, is they absolutely they overtuned the bosses really hard. The bosses have like 4 times the health they used. Some of them are even for me, who's played the game for like 2,000 hours. Some of the bosses during the acts were really hard, and I've beaten them 1,000 times. But yeah, I think they're working towards 4.0, and in doing so, they're kind of breaking some mechanics, because the mechanics they're gonna put in 4.0 are gonna make more sense. Yeah, it's a tough game, man. This game, so far, I died once on my other guy. One guy, like, had some fire breath thing that just annihilated me. You have to wait until we're out of here for me to express my gratitude. I'm assuming the Queen sent you here to get her favorite outcast to safety. She'd be cross with us if we mess this up now. Quickly, can you swim? Like a stone. Sure. Get to the edge of the end of the deck. Signal to Alric and jump. Wait longer. Okay. Wasn't there a game where one of us died during the tutorial?
Not as cold as I'd like, but I enjoyed that.
There's been a few games where I've died during the tutorial. Awesome. Your companions gain aspect of the shark with you. And it has increased duration, so hold on. Base duration is 3 seconds. I can get it once every 5, so 60% of the time aspect of the shark can be up. If I get all of these, 60% increased duration, which is 4.8 seconds. So I can have it up 96% of the time on my pets. That's amazing. A few, I mean, maybe not during the tutorial, but like far earlier than I should have. Most definitely. It might have been like, I think Wolfenstein I died in the tutorial. Doom, I pretty much died, like, really early on. I don't know. I was playing really hard difficulties, so. What's the plan? What are we waiting for? Okay. So now am I in... Yeah. Oh! Wait, so I've done... Oh. What? Where am I? I'm down here, so I've done this part. That was like the mini-boss. Oh, and then from here, I'm gonna go over there. Oh, wow. I'm not even anywhere close to done with the second part, then. Cool. Awesome. Go! Open TTD. Been a few weeks. Oh my god. Kill them all. Oh, I think you were telling me about that, yeah. Spell damage, crit stuff. Goodbye. And the best part is I have just enough mana for 2 totems and my buffs. Good lord, man. Thank you, little bastards. Oh. It's funny too, because I'm seeing items that normally I would just pass up, but I'm going, I wonder if I should get these for my other dude when he gets to this level. It is way too early to think about, like, twinking out another character. For real. God, that's insane! Yeah, it's been a couple days since I played this guy, so I kind of forgot how fun he is. I say that like I've been playing this game forever, and I haven't. It's been less than a week since I started playing this. My kitty cat should be leveling soon. Hopefully. Yeah, my main line of defense for this guy, though, is his block ability, that's about it. Spell damage. I don't know if I'm ever gonna find one better than this. It's, well, I guess it's only tier 1 crit chance, but spell crit chance, which is good for the proc on my ability. But like, it's 1 off max crit multi, 1 off max tier 1 spell crit. Like, the elemental protection and health are kind of bad, but it's gonna be tough to beat. So it looks like here we start getting like ways to like a side area up. Ooh, plus vitality reduced health regen? I don't know how I feel about that. Stop. Yeah, that's actually a great little ability. Yeah. Me doing some melee damage. Ow! Just a little bit is enough to really give my pets some beefiness. Oh, he had health regen too. Makes me nervous because there's definitely like certain things that enemies can have on them, like that health regen, that makes me just extremely worried that there's gonna come a point where I come up on a guy that like out regens my damage, basically. Ow. Ooh, hi. Ow! Rude. That, the leech that my pets get, though, that is helping any. Right, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I mean, but that's what can happen in these games. If you don't build your thing right, you might not have enough damage to deal with that kind of stuff. Like, if they've built the game well, yeah, or a nuke, I wouldn't be surprised if there was something like that in this game. I'll take a nuke. Whoop, bubbles. Specialization. Oh yes, I can. Cool. I can specialize my raptor now. Heck yeah. Increased effect from Rampage, which is that. Chance to bleed. More damage over time. Melee physical. Damage when it kills an enemy. Kills an enemy, it gains haste. Your raptor has 10 kills in this zone. It evolves, gaining 50% size and damage when you remain in the zone. Man, that's interesting. Fire a nuke and a Scorched Beast Queen shows up on who they copied. Yeah, there's definitely some, like, pretty severe copying in this. Elemental protections. So this is defensive stuff for him. Gains the ability to screech at enemies, shredding their armor, increasing the melee damage they take. That looks incredibly good. That seems super good. But so does this. This is like tons more damage for him. Not to mention, like, more damage when it kills, haste when it kills, get enough kills and it does even more damage. Like, I have to go this way. I have to. More aspect of the shark. Thank y'all. I'm gonna explore this a little bit. Oh, well that's dumb. That's not where I wanted that at all. Can I please has my thing back? Where is it? There's even a lot of things in this game where, like, there's direct references to Diablo, Path of Exile, or, like, Grim Dawn. That are just kind of hilariously obvious. Like, they change one or two letters in the name of, like, a god or a character, and it's like, but were you really trying, or maybe? Can't fault them for it. I mean, kind of at the point where, you know, ARPGs have been around for 25 years. I don't understand why my phone started doing this, but it cracks me up. I've been getting phone calls, and the caller ID on the phone calls has literally just said potential spam. Like, thanks. Like, that's cool. But what? Like, I've never seen that before. It's gotta be a new feature, because I definitely didn't install anything. I think after I finish this, I may want to get more leech. What else is there? Minions deal plus melee physical damage per point, strength per point. Melee hits have a 4% grants aspect of the boar, reduces damage taken. It's defensive. Oh, which is this. So it's the same thing, but it lets... Gives it to my pets, too? Yeah. Interesting. Your old Verizon phone? Yeah, I actually have Verizon. Got a lot of updates lately, like 4 different Verizon apps, so maybe they're going through and like to warn customers. Yeah. Look, I appreciate it. If that's what they're doing, good. Oh, hello! Rouge Zabat. Please, please, be at ease. I mean you no harm. Listen to me for but a moment. Why aren't you attacking me? Oh, just because you're living, I assume? Oh, he's undead. No, I leave that nonsense to the soldiers and the Inquisitors. I'm merely a researcher who has been captivated by Majelka's... Okay, so this is definitely the guy from Divinity Original Sin 2? I haven't played it, but I've watched it. One of the characters you can play is an undead mage, and he's very... I think he's a researcher, or he's like he's an intellectual, basically. Sure, I'll investigate a thing for you. Search the Wraith Dunes for signs of the lost something. Okay, so that's the next area. Sick! I'm so tired, guys. I've been up for almost 6 hours, and it's 10:30 in the morning. Ugh. Miss your BlackBerry? Use the parental controls to limit incoming calls to contacts. Kind of felt weird putting parental controls on yourself, but no annoying random numbers. Yeah. Alright, so back in town, I learned this. I don't think I knew this, but all these guys, you know how I was putting, like, all these little, like, crafting materials in there? Nope, you hit stash materials. All of the items go straight into your crafting bench, which you hit F, and now they're all here. So prefix, suffix, you can have 2 of each. This is all of the crafting materials and how many I have. And I can use them straight from here. So it's amazingly well done. Did you hear the latest about BlackBerry? No, I didn't. Something going on? Like, they have like a breach or something? Hope not. Okay. No. I don't know why I'm picking up these two-handed weapons. I'm not going to use them. Don't need the leech. You like the one that has spell. What is my current one? I mean, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I got tier 3 health on that. Past few years, they licensed out the brand to a company that was making BlackBerry Android phones. That company has other plans now that the license is running out, so maybe no more BlackBerry phones. I knew that BlackBerry was no longer what it was. Like, it was not... That it had kind of fallen by the wayside, but I didn't know to what extent. I never got into BlackBerries, so I can't say that personally that hurts me too much, but... I get it if you're a BlackBerry fan, that. Health, dodge rating. Wow. Lightning protection and base spell damage. Doesn't really do a lot for me. Oh, but this one's crit chance. That's right. This is health, though, and this has tons of minion health. Man, okay. I'm going to see which one of these I want to craft. Also, this is a 4-slot idol. Chance to apply Frostbite on hit with cold skills and increase spell damage if you had an active totem, which both of those are pretty good. I think I'll take this one out and this one out. Hold on. Dang it! I unlocked 2 more slots, but I can't put these in here. I was gonna put the health one back. Oh well. This one's... Not everyone needs a phone that summarily disposes random unwanted calls and never... Probably don't, but don't try convincing you I don't. Right. Ah, okay, cool, man. It's weird, I actually forgot it was a weekday. Yikes. good too. Health, strength. That's actually bad. Whoa! Those are really good. I just lose a bunch of move speed. What tier are those? Very high rolled tier. Man. I would do with less moves. Triple T2 with a T. Oh. Damage release his health and poison protection. I mean, I'll put that in. Okay, so definitely have a couple things I want to do. This is why this game takes so long, by the way. That goes there. Because I sit here and I mess with stuff. Alright, so my big question is, do I have any health ones? I do have some health, added health ones. So I can actually... I have some guardian glyphs too, which... So, the higher the tier, the better it is, right? That's kind of the basis of how this works. So I have T2 health. My current one is T3 health. So I'd like to get T3 on there. 100% chance to success. Let me minimize the damage it does. Which is what this does. Boom. 32. Not as good as what I've got, but good enough. Actually, hold on. I can get T4 health? Yeah, I can. Ooh, there we go. Wow, that's a terrible roll, though. That's fine. I can get T5 health? I thought I could only get T4. I must have leveled enough times. I'm not gonna do it. What else can I get? So, click on here. All the prefixes available. I'd like cold or elemental damage, maybe? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I need minion stuff. I guess there's not a lot of prefixes. Is there a suffix for minion something? Minion damage. Mana too. Huh. I mean, I like minion damage, obviously. That's good. But then what would my last prefix be? Minion health? This is just a giant friggin... Ugh. I guess minion health is good. Please don't break. Cool. Pretty good. Okay. Now let's go for a new suffix. What do we want? Elemental protections. You know what? Elemental protection is probably pretty good. I've got a ton of those too. Don't break. Damn it. So, I fractured it. Which is fine-ish. Still got health, minion health, and freeze rate multiplier. Yeah, that's fine. Lose some mana, which stinks. So I don't have any more minion health. I guess I don't want minion damage, right? And then for prefix, I'd want... I guess there's a lot of things I'd want for that. Mana efficiency, isn't it? I mean, 6%'s not great, though. Oh, I don't have any more minion damage, and that's garbage tier. Low roll. Wait. No, I didn't want to do that one. I'm an idiot. Okay. Meant to do the ring. This is the one I wanted to do. Minion health, freeze rate multiplier, so I've got 2 suffixes available. Would be minion damage. I can do level 1, like, tier 1 minion damage. Health? Don't break, please. Health that way. Gain health that way. How much is 20 elemental protection doing for me? Not much. I lose a little DPS, but that's fine. My attacks are now mainly for buffing my... Also, last thing is this. Do I have anything I can... Oh, just stun him. I need more health on that. God, that's so good, though. Minion health and minion health regen. I guess it's not that good. So right now, I think things can only drop with tier 2. Which is too bad. Like, some of this stuff I could definitely, add... Oh, that one's shattered, though. Fractured. Like, this is... One of them I made really insane. Vitality's good on this. So protection's good on this. Kinda just want to upgrade a few things I've got. That one's really good already. God. Alright, T4 elemental protection. Good lord. Take it. Rating. Can't believe that worked. I'll try it again. Sure. Good lord. I'm getting lucky. These are like 50-60% chances. One of my items had... Yeah, this has 2 tier 3s on it. I do need a new chest piece. The minions have chance to bleed is nice, but I'm missing out on things like... I can get almost that much health on a chest piece. And I'm missing out on things like elemental resists and things. I think we're good. Normally I don't take this much time in town, but normally I don't find that many cool things either. God, that looks so nice. What's my crit chance? 7%. 8%. Oh, crit. Okay. Alright, cool. Back to the Wraith Dunes. I actually have a quest here. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I just kind of jumped on stream because I really wanted to start playing, and I didn't get a good stretch going. So I'm gonna go walk around my house a couple times, figure out how long I'm gonna be streaming for, and I'll be back in just a minute. I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and mute that just because that wind sound is gonna get real old real fast. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be back in just a minute, and we'll go out there and kill some more stuff. Also, kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it down there in the corner, but kind of cool how the pets like automatically like spread out and guard me. Kind of like it. All right, I'll see you guys in just a second. Yes. Alright, now we will go kill stuff. Hopefully. And I will switch back to the right screen, hopefully. And we'll turn the sound back on, hopefully. Stop! Those guys with the fire breath really hurt, by the way. Little armadillo-looking things. Did I... Hold on. What did I add to my skill? Was it? Oh, the double damage chance, yeah. Also, I believe... Hold on, I can check this. Yeah. See how, So this gets boosts from totem stuff, but because in its tags it has minion as well, it gets boosts from minion damage too. And pop all that stuff. Cool, I still have enough mana to do that. Damn. So yeah, I can just buff my minions by attacking things now. That's amazing. I don't really have to use their cooldowns except for like really tough guys like elites or whatever they're called in this game. I guess it's good for large packs too. Kill stuff pretty quick. Oh, these guys revive, yeah. I have to say, one of the biggest things about ARPGs that tends to be a problem is screen clutter. Like, Diablo and Path of Exile both have them. I don't really often feel that so much is happening in this game that I can't see attacks coming. Now, I don't always dodge attacks, but that's just me being bad. That's me being bad at the game. That's not the game's fault. Even the times I've come very close to dying, I haven't felt like it was the game's fault for doing that. It freaks me out every time I use those abilities too, because I see my mana down here like go from like 100 to like 0 almost immediately, And for some reason in my brain, I think that's my health. Every time. Reflected. Interesting. Also, yeah, my body armor has very low armor count to it. Kill him. Wait, what's that Maruna staff? I haven't seen that. Wow! That's a lot of base spell damage, so that'd be good for a caster. Follow me. So, what I was saying earlier, and I stopped saying because I have zero ability to put together full sentences. The only problem so far with minions that I found is if I were to teleport back right now, like use my town portal to go back to the hub or whatever, when I came back through it, my pets would actually be all the way back over here at the beginning of the stage. And I would either have to stand here and wait for like 10 seconds for them to catch up, go back and get them, or just start fighting things and hope I don't die. Where did those keep coming from? Dead? Get bombed. Ow. Hi. Ow. Wow, that guy was up. Oh, that was the fight for the quest. Okay, cool. Gold ring. Elemental 5% increased elemental protection? That's kind of cool. I have not seen one of those before. So now I have to meet Dude to finish the quest in the next town anyway. I will admit the diversity in weapons is not amazing. Like it looks like level 0 to 20, everything drops at tier 1. Level 20 to 40 or so, maybe it's all Act 2 stuff, but it all drops with like maximum tier 2 affixes. And if that's the case, it's kind of, you know, towards the end of the area, you get kind of bored of not seeing like better upgrades without having to craft them, but like I said, for an early access game that is like admittedly unfinished, they do a lot of updates and upgrades to this game really often. kind of like that, like health regen helmet. Ooh, hello. All right, we're doing more of this, right? I thought about using one of these, the primal axes, because it's physical damage, so I would hit harder, and minion damage built in. Kind of sick. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward. I have been like full clearing areas, but I think I'm at the point where I don't need to do that. I'm pretty over leveled. I'm level what, 35 now? Although I haven't got... Man, my streamer luck sucks. Okay, this is area level 33, so I'm actually not far off. For a while, towards the end of Act 1, I think I got to level 28. The enemies were like level 19. It was definitely, not great. Okay, so who's this? Okay. Meet the Imperial forces? Where's my other dude? Other quest boy. Oh yeah, that's another mechanic that I didn't find out last time, was the glancing blow mechanic. Which is basically chance when you get hit to have it deal half damage. Kind of like a... So there's a lot of layers of defense in this. You could honestly build something along the lines of like high evasion with block and glancing blow, so that you dodge most hits, and then when you don't dodge, a lot of the time you only take half damage, or block and take partial damage. Kinda cool. More points. That guy hurt. Yep. Sure. Random 1,000 damage crit. All right, cool. I don't know where I'm going. You have upgrades though. Oh wow, I got a lot of... So these levels are experience based, so apparently if I wanted to remove the totem and put in my Tempest Strike, I could do that, but my totem would go all the way back to level 1, and so if I wanted to use it again, I would have to re-level it. But as you can tell, the higher level you are, when you put in something low level, it levels really fast. Melee attacks deal more damage. Yeah, we're going down this. So now... Oh, I actually... do that. I'm gonna go down here, I think. So, I said I wasn't gonna full clear areas, but I need to find our dude, and I don't want to pass him up. Our Rouge Zabat, whatever his name is. Sure, I'll take yellow items. I don't know what the dots next to him mean. Oh my goodness. Whatever that guy shot at me did 266 damage. That's like half my health. A lot of damage. Minion health regen? Oh my god. Please don't. Weird. And dead. Oh, dude. Good times. Anyway, like a lot of ARPGs, they claim to say, you know, you can build whatever you want, right? But what it comes down to is that eventually... Those are nice. What it comes down to, though, is there's only a few builds that actually work. So I'm kind of curious to see in this game if there's actually more options. I guess I have to... Oh no, he just disappeared. Okay. I thought I had to go in this bed. Wow. That time he almost killed me with one shot of this. Dang. Alright. Ooh, there we go. Snowblind. Let's look at this. Okay, so it is bars level 10. Cold protection, freeze rate multiplier, armor, chance to chill with cold skills, chance to blind with cold skills. You cannot be blinded. Now that's good. That's a lot of really good stuff. But I lose health, I lose vitality and strength. More importantly, I lose 32 mana. I just can't do that. If I could get, like, mana enchanted on something else, that would be fine, but... If I do that, I won't have enough mana to use my minion cooldowns, and I'll lose a lot of overall, like, DPS. So, level 36. 3. Alright, maxed out aspect of the shark. So, full duration, almost 5 seconds. This dude's got that, and then he'll get that after that. The weird thing is a lot of these abilities are better if you don't have multiple different kinds of pets. And there is an actual, like, thing that lets you only have one pet, but they become much stronger. I'm curious how that would work. Like, I'm wondering how that would feel as opposed to having an army of things. My minions are so tanky, I love it. I'm not, but they are. Oh. Yeah, that attack that almost kills me does, like, a tiny little sliver of damage to my pets. Halberd, a lantern. What's my minion damage multiplier? 229% increased health.
You gonna make fun of me like the others?
Private Paula, thank you for the host. What's up, dude? Good times, hood lads and lasses. How you doing? So my minions have 225% increased health, 80% increased cold damage, 199% melee, 97% physical. Awesome. I'm good. I'm having a blast with this game. This game's super fun. What is this? Oh, hi. Onward. By the way, if you haven't seen this game yet, it's called Last Epoch, and it's a new early access ARPG. Yep. It is. It's a new ARPG, and while it is early access, like, it's pretty deep already. There's a lot of stuff in here. For instance, you full inventory, items with like different stuff that you can craft onto them, different abilities, different stats, different all that stuff. You've got skills, which each have their own skill tree. And then you've got a skill tree for your character. I'm a primalist that specialized in beast mastery. And then you've got all this stuff. So yeah, it's not even a finished game and it already has a ton of stuff in it. So right now, my Wolfie's got a level, or a point that I can put in. What was I doing with him? Oh, I finished this. And I don't know what I want to do from here. More cold damage? I don't need this for Leech. More health wouldn't hurt. My wolves are kind of low health. Dodge rating. No, this is Steam. This one's on Steam. It's called Last Epoch. And the only thing is, because it's still early access, you have to buy at least the lowest end supporter pack to play it. It's not free to play. So I think it's $35 US. And there are supporter packs up into the hundreds, but so it's not completely free. You can't just try it for free, which sucks, but howl. You kill an enemy, one of your wolves has a chance to howl. Oh, okay, so the same. Howls grant haste, which is nice. Increase attack and move speed? Cool. I mean, I'm doing some of this stuff. Let me finish Frozen Fangs, and then I think I'm gonna go over here and get attacking. Also, my Raptor Boy. Now I've got this finished off. So my Raptor's gonna be a absolute beast. No pun intended. Maybe pun intended. Did they die? Those things were kind of crazy. Go get him. There we go. And my pets are still at full health. God, that's amazing. Whoa. 117% base spell damage on a one-handed wand? Alright. Ooh. Armor elemental protection. Increase mini damage. That's gonna be tough to beat, though. Take him. Just see. Hello? Oh, this is the dude. Saw me talking to you and attacked once I returned to the city. Enough of that. What did you find? A scorpion covered in gems? They must have been feeding on a graveyard of Nagasa. Outfit. And I get a passive point. Tails. Okay. Minions have 4% increased attack, cast, and move speed. You revive fast. I think I'm gonna do leech. I want my minions to have a good bit of increased leech. Eventually, my hope is that my minions will be able to like self-sustain against like bosses and stuff, where they won't die. Even to like heavy attacks, they'll be able to out-leech it. So, I'll go with that. You're a jerk and nobody likes you. Made a giant circle. Also, there's no way to zoom the map out, which is a little annoying, but we can work with it. Nothing good there. Also, I don't think there's any form of, like, loot filter in this game, which... the farther on I get, the more loot I find, which is nice, but also... Like, I feel like endgame is going to be an absolute disaster trying to figure out what to pick up for a while. At least until I kind of, like, visually... Once I figure out what, like, Blighted of Authority means. Okay, so... Of authority means minion damage. Remember that. Anything that says of authority is going to be one to look out for. Oh. Okay. Skill points. And level. Also with this game, and I don't think there's an ARPG I can say this about at all other than this one, I don't even have to hit anything. I don't even have to hit anything for that to happen. So I don't have to put myself in danger. If I just want my pets to have that buff, all I have to do is sit here and do this. Okay, that's crazy. Welcome back. Unlike most action RPGs though, this one I can honestly say every single time that you get a like a level or a point to put in this stuff, it feels significant. There's really not a single time where it's felt like you put a point in it and you don't notice a difference in damage or stuff like that. Now let's keep going and impale for that guy. What am I doing with him though? Leading. Increased chance to critically strike. Rampage lasts longer. Raptor rampages near rares and bosses. Rampage less mana. Fears enemies. Slow chance. I was gonna do this, right? Or Screech, yeah, for the armor tear. Oh, but how does that work? Does that remove Rampage? Ooh. Put the game on the wish list. 35 bucks for EA is quite steep. Yeah, you're not wrong. And unfortunately, I feel like that's the one thing keeping a lot of people from getting into this game is the fact that there is such a... I mean, obviously, a lot of games do Kickstarters and stuff like that. I think this is just their equivalent. But I've put about 20-25 hours into the game, and I've started a second character, and I'm still loving it, so... I'm nowhere near the end game either. Apparently the end game is what still needs a lot of work, like their end game system is just kind of placeholder right now, but from what I've heard, even as a placeholder, it's still... I don't know what I want to do with him. Like, I feel like the Raptor doesn't really super duper fit my... like, what I'm going for. Like, this is really nice, but none of this stuff makes any sense. Because I don't know how that Screech works. It has a 10-second cooldown, so I'm wondering if it replaces Rampage. Yeah, let's do this. All right. Do some time travel. Cover your eyes! It's very bright. That's actually a bad thing. Damn. Man, I can't wait to get a melee character like this far up in levels, just because I keep seeing so many like really cool two-handed weapons that I just can't use on this guy. Rip and tear as much as humanly possible. Also, one thing I will say about this game, and obviously it's more likely to be this way with a new game than a game that's been around a while, because you don't get like elitists quite so much. There is a chat. There's like a general chat, which usually in games I avoid because, you know, it's flamey and terrible and just absolute, like, the worst thing on the internet. But this game, in some of my non-streaming time playing it, I've actually like gone in there and asked people questions and stuff like that. I haven't met a single person that was like, "Oh my god, noob. God, why are you asking such stupid things? Just go away. Uninstall." Like, you don't get that, because it's still a relatively new game. Now, 5 years from now, we'll see how that is, but... WOT? Wait, what's WOT? Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it's basically like any game in early access or when it first releases. People are all trying to learn stuff together. When someone, like, figures something out that isn't common knowledge yet, they're more than happy to, like, explain it to everyone because, you know, they feel like a hero for it. And they kind of are. I mean, that's how these games eventually end up becoming trivial because, you know, people make just ungodly powerful builds that can't be topped. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, for now anyway, it's a very nice place to hang out and talk to people. It does take up a good bit of the screen. It's actually right behind where my camera is, where the text comes up, but it's well done. There's a, like, it's hard to talk about early access and not either sound like you're judging it as a, like, complete finished game, or like you're giving it too much credit just because it's an early access game, so you're, like, looking at all the problems and being like, yeah, but they'll fix that. Really what it comes down to for me is all the things that I've found with this game that are, you know, could use some work are things they've either actively said they're working on, or things that are fixable within the framework of the game currently. So, it's good enough for me. Good lord. Damage on these things, though. Hello? Oh yeah, and you can actually, you can tell your pets where to go in this. I did say that earlier, but worth saying again. It's kind of an amazing feature that you can command your pets. So I thought this guy up here was going to be a boss, but... Oh, wait. Interesting. Oh, weird. Dead end? Just an elite. You mean the big dude that I fought? Yeah, might have been. But he was kind of guarding the waypoint, so it might have been like... These areas are weird because they're like they're not part of the story, they're just like side areas. Holy Christ, okay. Go, my children, fight stuff while I loot. Ah. Those are both T2. I don't need more minion health, honestly. Still gonna take it, though. Ow. Is that this whole area done? Might actually be. Oh. Hello, raptor friend. Aconite taught me well, let others do the killing while you get all the loot. Please. I've been doing that. Well, no, Aconite and I are actually close to the same age. Damn it. I was going to say I've been doing that since he was in diapers, but that doesn't make sense. Oh, well, it doesn't have to make sense. I said it anyway. But it's nice to meet more and more people in the world with the same ideology of pick up loot and, you know, let someone else do the hard work. I actually remember when I first started playing, like, World of Warcraft. I remember trying to loot everything while, like, in parties and other people. Oh shoot, I've got to go back to the things you say don't make sense more often than not. I feel that way too hard. Or even if they do make sense, it's just like the wrong time to say it. I definitely got in a conversation with a customer at work, and by conversation I mean I started ranting with a customer at work about quantum physics, which they showed no previous interest in before I started talking about it, but I felt like, hey, you brought me some gold to check out, so while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about quantum particles and quantum tunneling, and especially while streaming, sometimes struggling with English. Yeah, you know what, though? Like, no one should, like, give you a hard time for that. It's... anyone that's tried streaming, that's tried, like, reading chat while playing a game and putting enough focus into both to be competent and coherent, that's a lot of work. You're the only one giving you... oh yeah, I mean, we're all our own worst critic, right? Good kitty. What's in here? Not only the reading chat while trying to play a game. No, I know, but that definitely doesn't make it any easier. With English not being your first language, you struggle for words. Look, English is my first language and I struggle for words. Don't feel bad. Let me make you feel better about yourself. This is my job in the world. You ever feel like you're not much of a human being some days? Watch me for a few minutes. You'll feel right as rain. And then wonder why you were watching me in the first place. But for those few minutes, I have your full and undivided attention. Ooh, health regen. Ow. Stop, nobody likes you. It's been a long time since I went back and sold anything. Dude, like, teleport rushes me and my big kitty cat's just like, no. Oh, God. Okay, hi. Kill it. Thank you. God, look at his health just drain. Oh, feels good, man. You try to make no errors since it feels like you're getting a score for proper speaking good. Yeah. I'm a bit of perfectionist too, and I think the year and a half or so I've been streaming, I try not to point out my mistakes quite as much. Unless, obviously, it's something that's just actively hilarious. You know, saying the wrong word that might be, you know, not just not a word, but, like, funny. I I try not to point out my own mistakes, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't change that internally I'm still dying every time I stutter mid-sentence or whatever. It's a tough thing. And in some weird sense, I think I would feel better if people pointed out my mistakes more often. Just because I would feel justified in feeling the way I do, as weird as that is. You have an English command with sound bit just for that case? Nice. Funny work story. And I promised you guys I would tell you funny work stories when I went back, since now that I'm back at work. I haven't really came through on that because I haven't really had any. But I did have a couple that only spoke Portuguese come into the store, and I managed to get through an entire transaction with them using nothing but the translation, like the voice-to-text translation app on their phone. That was interesting. Oh no. Do I have anything in here I can just toss? Oh wait. Lol. Of course I do. Tetris time. Good enough. Don't toss on stream. That's against TOS. I said not. Okay. I'll restrain myself. See, I want to go through here. Why can't I go through here? Let me go through here. Unallocated passive point. Was I putting points into? Ooh, I can do these now. I guess that's enough leash. 6% with almost 100% increased leash rate. Yeah, my pets aren't in trouble right now. Increased physical. My melee hits. I don't really use... Like, I'm not using my melee hits for a lot of stuff. Strength and health. Grants you and your minions 10% additional chance per point to poison on hit. You and your minions have increased dodge rate per point. You and your minions have 10% chance to gain haste for 1 second on hit. I mean, if I put 10 points in this, I get a double dodge rate plus 100% chance to gain haste. Vitality health, minion health. Regain 7 health on kill, 5% chance per point to gain aspect of dark for 3 seconds on kill. Ooh, does that count with this? Your companions gain aspect of the shark when you do. I think it does. On-kill effects of the Circle of Life. Also have an equal chance to proc when you hit a boss or rare enemy. It does say you, though, not your minions. I don't do a lot of killing. I like this. I'm not doing poison. My melee hits. I want stuff that buffs my minions. This is fine. I mean, it's not great. It's kind of boring, but... You know what? Attack speed, cast speed, movement speed. I want to buff up the movement speed of my companion. Because I want them to be able to get to the enemies before I do. Get him. Ow. God, that shreds them so fast. Okay. I'll never get over it. Dead. So I explained it earlier, but in case you're wondering what's causing that massive damage boost, damn it. So when you have your companions out, their what's it called? Their thing turns into a buff. So Wolf howls and everyone around me gets 50% increased damage. My kitty cat does 3 big swipes, and this guy gets 40% increased attack speed, cast speed, movement speed, damage, and size for 5 seconds. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, not only does he get 40% buff to all that stuff, now he's getting 70% increased because 75% increased rampage effect. And then I'll give him critical strike too. I should have probably done that. That's fine. So, like, all my pets are getting anywhere from like 50 to 150% extra damage when I pop those. So I go from like a couple hundred damage a hit to just every like 500 damage like normal hits. I can only use it every 10 seconds, but it definitely does some work. Oh. Hello? Oh, I had to kill that guy for him to appear. Can I actually go in there? I actually can. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm right here. Spell the barrier. Oh, I had to do that quest in order to get through the barrier. There's a lot of very, like, tropey ARPG stuff, obviously. Like, dispel the barrier, do the thing so you can unlock the door. Like, yeah, I mean, we get it. That happens. That's the thing. But doesn't make it badly designed. And there was one quest that was really cool so far. So I was in this area, and I came down this way, or actually I came up this way, and I went to the Great College, and basically I had a quest there, or I had a quest from this area, the Imperial Wellrin, where someone was like, please go to the college and retrieve something for me, whatever it was. And up until that point, the entire game had been very linear. So I went to the college, and when I walked up, I killed a bunch of things outside the door, walked up to the door, and the guy's like, I heard that commotion out there. I'm not letting you in. The only way to get in is with a, with the seal of the whatever people, and I'm the only one that has it, so stay out, and you can't get in. So what you have to do is you have to travel to the end of time, go back to the ruined era, go to the ruins of Welrin, and then find the entrance to the college in that time period. And you basically, you go in there, you kill a bunch of stuff, you grab the emblem that the guy has in this time period, then you go back, you walk up to the door, and he's like, no one gets in here without the emblem, and you're like, okay, and you just basically pull out the emblem, the door opens, and he's like, what? Ah! And runs away. So, obviously, while it's like a very simple quest, yeah, a bit like Zelda Link to the Past. So there, and it didn't give you any hints. Like, the quest sat there for a few minutes, and it was, or actually a while I had the quest, and it just said, enter the college. It never said, like, travel to a different time period. You had to figure that out on your own. So I'm hoping as this expands and gets closer to release, I hope they add more stuff like that. Especially, like, secret stuff. Like, that was a quest that actually was kind of important because it got me a skill point. But, like, just some, like, side quests that do goofy, weird things, like traveling between time periods and seeing the same places in different eras. That kind of stuff gets me. That's super cool. Return to the Shining Cove. Oh, it's back here. I will do that, but not yet. Also, I just realized, is this giving me movement speed too? No, that's just minions. I feel like I'm running faster. Meh. What? Ooh, and I got a passive point. Hell yeah. Alright, more stats for my little boys. There is a lot of lore and stuff, and to be honest with you, I'm actually reading the lore on my second playthrough, with my other character. Just not something. Does it say I move faster? It says your minions have 12% increased attack speed, cast speed, movement speed. You revive companions faster. So yeah, it's just for my pets. Which is fine. I want them to be faster than me anyway, and I've got movement speed. I've got 19% on my boots. Thought I had some somewhere else too. Here? See, like this I could have done without. I could respec some of this stuff. I thought I had moves. I don't need all that anymore either. Yeah, this is not. Minions have health. Yeah. Yeah, I revive them faster. So if they go down, I don't have to resummon them. I just have to walk over to them and stand by them for a significant amount of time. To be absolutely fair, that hasn't happened yet. Like, I haven't had any of my pets die. They've come close, but every time I get to a point in the game where they come close, the next few points I just put into them, I put into their health or health regen or, you know, whatever it may be. And there's some cool unique items too. Like reduced block chance, but you block all damage instead of part of it. This is interesting. You lose 20% of your current health per second, but you gain 20% of your missing health as ward, which is like energy shield in Path of Exile. It's like it's basically health that after you get hit, it takes a few seconds, but then it recharges really fast. I wanted to try that, but that seems really scary. Increased attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed if you've used a potion in the past 4 seconds and you have immunity to bleed at low health. This is interesting. Like a third less health regen, but a ton of leech. So, And then when you cast a spell, you're inflicted with bleed. So I'm using this on my Marauder, big two-hander guy, because he doesn't cast spells. Also, I could show you guys. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this. Chance to shock on spell hit, increase shock effect, spell lightning damage, set items and stuff like that. These are really interesting to me. Health, movement speed, +1 cold damage to attacks and spells per point of dexterity, but +1 increased damage taken per point of dexterity. So it's like a give and take type thing. Ask for one of the fruits on the table behind him. Take one of the fruits. Okay. Stop. It's actually really good. Got health and mana. I lose vitality and strength though, but minion health regen is actually really good. No. Bleed on hit, physical damage, minion physical damage. This is useless, this is better. Melee attack speed, fire damage. Oh my god, are those... No, those aren't all T2. So you can alt control to see what tier the rolls are. And right now I think I've got, yeah, like you can see on the vitality on this one, I have tier 4 vitality. Tier 4 health on that one. Tier 4 elemental protection. Higher rolls for stuff. And you have to be certain levels to get them. Like this could be so much better. I have 2 tier 1s and 2 tier 2s. That's all tier 1s and a tier 2. I need to upgrade my health real bad. Okay. Nope. Poison damage, health, and health regen. Elemental protection. Armor. What is my shield anyway? Got some. I mean, I upgraded it a bunch. Pretty good. Hey, Lone Star McFluffin. Can I just say your name again? Lone Star McFluffin. I enjoy that. How you doing? Okay. Attunement, health regen, increased health. These are garbage rolls, though. Yeah. Yeah, I know the bases are far superior, but I'm also a summoner, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm learning this. This is my first character that's, well, I've made a second character since, but this is the farthest I've gotten in the game, and I'm only like level 36. So yeah, I'm learning. But I don't know how important the bases are, because I don't get hit much. Most of this I'm using just for stats, which I guess means I shouldn't be using a shield. I should be using one of the like, idols or whatever. But I'm good. This game is very confusing, but it is very fun. Ooh, crit chance and health. I don't hate that. Hold on to that. Not for minions, though. I don't mind backseat gaming whatsoever. Advice is always, like... Advice is always good, but just don't be mad if I don't take it. It's kind of what I always go with, is, Okay, I need a new belt. Has better health. No. because I am still learning. So, I mean, as long as you understand that I don't fully understand everything about this game yet, that's cool. Cool. 23 health and healing effectiveness. Minion damage, minion health. I didn't even know that was a ring type. Good to know. Yeah. This is, man. Get me another an extra potion too. This one gets me mana. And that's triple T too. I gotta use that one. Vitality, movement speed. Hold on to that too. Okay. So I desperately need a new helmet. This thing is not good. I only have one. I can only add one more health to it though. It's kind of okay. That makes these a lot less good. This already has T2 health, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's toss these. So I can actually get better mana and health. But I don't have any more the other stuff. That's fine. I'll go for T3 mana. Why not? Oof. Still losing a lot of mana. No. 12 and 17 is 29. That's 32. So as long as I can... Yeah, that's... As long as I can do something with this, I'll be good. So I have a free prefix. And there's not a lot I can do with that. I guess dodge rating. Awesome. Yeah, I'll go with dodge rating. T3 armor? Oh. Still have one more dodge rating. Armor. T4 armor because reasons? Not worth it. Okay. New stuff. Yeah, this game is fun, and I come from Path of Exile. I mean, I played Diablo and all this other stuff too, but I really initially came from recently came from Path of Exile because I wanted something a little different, and this game's kind of doing it for me. I'm not gonna lie. So I've got health, armor, dodge, and potions on this, plus it has built-in mana. It says health regen for minions, mana, and health, although not much because they're garbage rolls. Jesus, min-rolled. I min-rolled on the health and second from min-rolled on the mana. Yeah, you know what? Fine, if there was ever a time to do it. Oh, removes a random affix. Removes all affixes. Reduces instability. This is interesting. Bases on shields are very important, specifically block chance and protection. I've noticed that mine's pretty out of date, yeah. Block chance is pretty obvious why it's good. Block protection can be confusing. Block protection adds its number to all of your armor and protects every time you block. Yeah. I figured that out. Your blocks won't mitigate much. Yeah. Like I said, I've been using it for stats mostly, but I do need to upgrade that. I do need to find a better one. Also, I need to start using the runes of shattering for, like when I find items with affixes I like, But maybe they're the wrong type or whatever. Start using these things so I can actually get more of those. I'm gonna re-roll on this because... And I'm gonna do it at 100%. Because these are almost mineral. 7 to 8, I got 7. 41 to 80, I got 54. 16 to 20, I got 17. 16 to 25, I got 16. Let's do it. Man! Okay, mana still sucks. Minion health regen got worse. I got a little more health and a little more cooldown recovery, that's fine. And this was my old one. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, the other one has like 7 times the prot. The only thing is I'm getting, I guess, okay, the block armor doesn't matter since it's such a crap shield. The health regen doesn't matter because, well, I just got better here and I've got a lot of leech on them too. The health matters and the elemental protection kind of matters. Especially because those are both tier 3. But if I can get something that's got even a little bit of health and a little bit of elemental protection, I should probably do that. This guy doesn't sell shields. I could always gamble for one. Actually, that's exactly what I was just thinking. You know what? All right. There's a waypoint up here, I think, right? Yeah. All right, I've got tons of money. I've got 64K. Let's go gamble. You know what? The gambling thing gives me, like, massive Torchlight vibes, which I love.
You may find a treasure, my friend.
So, like, this has 96 block protection. So, okay, so block protection and block armor are 2 different things. Like, this is actually garbage. This is good. Yeah, there we go. The Great Shield is good. Bit pricey, but let's give it a shot. Not bad. Maybe I can craft it
again.
Necrotic and elemental protection. Okay, well, it's not bad, but the problem is I don't have any more health shards. I've got plenty of elemental protection ones, but I don't have any more health shards. Oh, and health is a suffix too, isn't it? Damn. Even still, I still don't think I have any.
Hey there. Want to try your luck?
Then accessories and all sorts of crazy stuff. Ooh. I want to try it just because that would be amazing.
That's a winner.
And it's crap. Yep. Yeah. I saw that I can refresh. So I'm probably going to do that and just work on a shield, because shield is what I need more than anything. I'm just kind of looking through stuff. This would actually be really good too. If I can get the right stats on it. Sure.
Not bad.
Okay. Can I sell back to you? I can. You know what? I'm not gonna sit here and hold on to stuff I don't need. Hey, look, another one. Yay. Oh, wait, that's... Ooh, that's really good rolls. Dude, look at that. Top end block chance and like top 15% protection and armor. Yeah.
Maybe it'll help you along the way.
Lancing blow and health. It's not bad. I got some health out of it. It's less than I had, but... Alright, let's see what we can do with this. I know I can do elemental protection. No, I can't. Oh, I hate you so much. I need the glancing blow to be gone. I need the glancing blow to be gone so I can put elemental protection on it. Because that's the one thing I get nailed by, is spells. Block chance and block armor on it, too. Glancing blow at 100% is meta. Really? I mean, that makes sense. If you can get it to 100%, then you're basically always taking half damage. I guess that's true. Like, 6% glancing blow is basically like 3% damage reduction. It's just a little RNG. Or 5%. The only thing it doesn't affect is dots, which... Dots hurt in this game, dude. Dots hurt hard in this game. Well, let's see what we can do with this. So, okay, so what is the difference between block protection and block armor? That's the only thing oh, there it is. Block protection is added to your armor and protections for hits that you block. Armor protects against physical damage. So, I basically get like 801 armor or 801 resist versus spells, but I get like 1600 physical armor. Okay. So both of them add to my physical armor, but only the protection adds against spells. So block prot is better. I mean, I might as well. I'm gonna use this. I kind of want to remove I mean, I get the glancing blow is really good. But, I mean, I'm not even late game yet. I'm not going to be using this by the time I get to the point where it's going to matter. Yeah, and block chance. Those seem to be good. Alright, well, let's... Wait. 0 to 0 instability? Okay. Oh, it did put instability on it. You liar. Fine. Okay. Block protection. I'm just gonna keep using these. Might as well. I mean, I got 2 of those left. Might as well blow them for it. Yeah, that's not bad. 37% block chance. Seems decent. How are the rolls? Yeah, pretty good. I rolled everything but hell. Sick!
These items might be your best bet.
Stop talking to me, weirdo! Okay. Block armor, 221. Block armor, 837. Wow, yeah, look at that. Physical mitigation on block, 49%. And then spell mitigation on block, like 20 to 40. And then bam! Wow. Also, I have 12% melee damage Leash's health. That's totally overkill. All right, yeah. I get this. This makes sense now.
Gold won't save you, but a blade might.
Nothing good for me, huh? I don't want to look at some of this stuff now. What needs upgrading? I think, like, my rings need upgrading, honestly. Or the one does. This one's not bad. This one could... Oh, there's turquoise rings? Alright, check it out.
Interested in another try?
Good God, minion health and health regen? Still, I don't have any... Man, I feel like everything good is... Well, I'm kind of running out of good stuff to use. I've been crafting a lot. So... Still not a bad ring, though. Almost 50% increased minion health. Covers this. I lose 9 health. I gain better health regen. Honestly, if I can put 2 strength on this... and anything in it, like a good suffix, it'll be worth it. Like, I can put elemental protection along with strength on. Let's try it! I'm just gonna hit the buttons. I'm not even gonna use any support items, just do it. Perfect. And then... Whee! Wow, okay. I don't want to talk about it. I don't really need health regen. I mean, not massively. So fractured means it still works, right? Oh, no. It dropped my other ones down. I've never had that happen before. I got a bad fracture, yeah. I've never had it fracture that bad before where it actually dropped tiers. Yeah, I got the bad one that was like a 5% chance or something. Huh. Interesting. To be fair, it's still probably better.
You feeling lucky?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's still probably better. Yeah.
You may find a treasure, my friend.
Chances of getting of damaging was 10. Yeah, I knew there was a high chance of like a normal one that doesn't hurt it anymore, but yeah. Oh well. Such is life. I could do this all day. I could honestly do that all day. I could sit there and gamble until I was completely out of money. That's so much fun. Ooh, actually. Give me 1 second, guys. I am going to go ahead and take a quick little break. I didn't even realize I've been playing for almost 2 hours without one. I'm just gonna get up, walk around for like 3 minutes. I will be right back, and I'm probably gonna play for another half hour, maybe an hour. I am pretty tired. I got up at 5 this morning for no reason, so I'll probably play for a little bit when I get back, and then yeah, then we'll call it a stream afterwards. But appreciate you being here, Lone Star, and all the help. Yeah, I never mind backseat gaming as long as the people doing it understand that, you know, as much as I like learning stuff from people, because obviously, what's the point in streaming otherwise? I could sit here by myself and just, like, fumble my way through it otherwise. Yeah, as long as, you know, as long as you guys understand that, you know, I may choose my own path. Like, if you're like, oh, well, that ability's no good, this one's better. Like, yeah, well, I like this one, I'll try it out, who cares? But at the same time, stuff like what you just helped me with, that's going to be invaluable information that I carry with me, so I love it. Anyway, I'll be right back. No, I'm not. I'm just teaching you all to read lips. Look, I try to help, and you judge me. No, just kidding. Thank you. Yeah. Like, some people think backseat... Some streamers think backseat gaming is any kind of advice whatsoever, even if it's the simplest thing, so... But games like this always have mechanics that are kind of hard to understand at first. So, I'll take that all day. Also, I know it's frustrating for people that have a lot of experience with games, especially like this. The fact that I like full clear areas, I break boxes, and I know people are thinking like, that's not worth your time, but, you know, first time through, I kind of like to be more thorough than I probably will be later on. Another one. Rawr. I think I'm pretty over leveled too. Well, level 38, things are level 35. Seems reasonable. It looks like areas of the game actually level up with you too. You're able to offer constructive advice because you've played a game, you're fine with sharing, but do understand that people like to explain stuff. Yeah. I mean, half of the fun of a game is kind of just seeing things for the first time, you know? Like, yeah, I don't want, like, oh, there's a boss coming up, here's all the mechanics it has and how to beat it. Like, that's not necessarily backseat gaming, that's just spoiling. But, yeah, I mean, the rest of it, sure. Okay, endgame, everything is normalized to your level. All the damage. And raptor face. I do like this. No, we're going crit strike for the raptor. So basically how I've built all these guys is a lot of damage and a lot of like cold conversion and stuff. A lot of cold damage increase and cold conversion to their skills whenever I could, or added cold damage. Because I kind of like the idea of like freezing enemies, and I know that probably bosses have immunity to freeze and stuff like that a lot of the time, but bosses are always a whole different monster, but this has made this kind of stuff like really, really, really nice. Yes, I am actually. Where is it? This one. Frozen Fangs. I've got 3 out of 4 points in it. But I've also got cold damage, Winterborn, I've got Pack Hunters, so I can have a second one. Then I've just got the huge damage boost. I've got some of the Victory Howl stuff. My totems have increased cold damage, plus this has a chance to chill because of that. Now I'm getting double damage stuff. I've got all the frost nodes for the tiger, and there's no cold stuff for this guy, but I basically went massive damage and buff increase, and now I'm going for this stuff. There wasn't I think I may eventually use like the bear or something other than the raptor. But for now. And I've noticed that if you want to re-level something, it goes a lot faster the higher level you are, so I'll be able to experiment a lot better later on. It's not perfect, but... And then I've got... Where is it? I've got the aspect of the shark going on so that I can... And then, Companions get it too, so that's a big boost when I use this ability for all my pets. Yeah, I love the raptor. I thought about the scorpion guy, but I was like, yeah, I'm not really going for poison, so... I feel like he would mostly be that. Victory Howl is amazing, though. 6 wolves? I knew you could have a lot. I didn't know you could have 6. That's kind of amazing. And dead. I do like the wolves, and I feel like having a giant, like, gang of wolves just for fun would be really neat, but... Ow. Especially because I can't imagine, like, having 6 wolves and all of them victory howling constantly. I really like the tiger, too. Where am I going? I have gotten completely lost. Oh, navigate the catacombs. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. Six is the max companions. There's a note of the wolf tree as well as a unique amulet that allow you to summon wolves up to the max number of companions. Wow. That would be kind of a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I hope they implement this sometime too. But I noticed that my mouse 4 doesn't work as, like, my side mouse button isn't a valid keybind. I would love to use that for something like potions or something like that. Yeah, it could just be my mouse too. I've got a Razor Death Adder, but I mean it works in most games, so it might just be something that's not implemented yet. Once again, not gonna fault them for it. Early access is what it is, and that's a pretty niche thing to ask for. So, you having fun over here? Okay. Use an MMO style mouse? Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think I can actually bind my mouse keys to like keyboard keys, which would work, but oh, kitty cat leveled. Nice. Thank you. Now, what was I doing with him? Oh, yeah. Crit stuff? Crits in this game are kind of disgusting. I still don't know how one of my pets crit for like 4,000 damage. Nah-uh. You don't get me with that again. It might have been on a bug? Oh. Yeah. I knew what you meant. Yeah, like an insect. It may have been. I honestly don't even know which one of my pets did it. I just know it happened. It was kind of nuts. Bugs take huge amounts of melee damage. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I'm killing stuff with relative ease, so feeling pretty good about it so far. I don't know how crazy this game gets at endgame, but I'm looking forward to it. I actually look forward to the moment where I get kind of stuck and either have to respec or, like, really rethink what I'm doing. That's some of my favorite stuff with these games. Or grind a whole bunch just to get, like, the gear I need. Ooh, block. That was a full block, too. I don't think I took any damage from that. Beastmaster is one of the best levelers in the game. Playing very well in endgame. Just got a huge rework a week ago. Nice, nice. Yeah, the other character I made is a, what is it? It's the fighter guy, and I spec'd into Paladin, but I just got level, like, 20 recently. So I haven't done much with it, but with him, I'm doing like a fire and physical melee thing where I use the like 3 attack ability, where the third one's a big like circle attack. I happen to find a unique that's just like broken overpowered, so I don't know how it's going to be later on, but like at level 20, it's hilariously strong. I can one-shot just about anything. Ooh, big ol' idol. Alrighty. Stop. And dead. Yeah, Paladin seems cool. I was kind of looking for like a pure physical build, but like there isn't really one of those. Like there's the void guy that likes to do a lot of void damage. There's the Paladin, which is fire damage, and I forget what the other one is, but I couldn't find anything that was just like strictly massive physical damage. Probably has the best support skills, Holy Aura and Sigils of Hope. Yeah. I looked at some of that stuff and I was like, yeah, this could work with like a mostly like, physical based build. Stop. And it's funny, even though I built it for this to literally just be a trigger for Aspect of the Shark, it actually does okay damage. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I think I'm still doing the chase. Yeah, it's weird. I'm no stranger to action RPGs, but... just instant dead. But every action RPG is just different enough that it definitely takes some... Yeah, I see it down there. I'm just lazy. That one I actually saw. Percent health, play protection. That's actually not bad. Oh yeah, I have this. This is what I've been using. Like this, I don't know how much actual damage because I'm not using like bleed synergies, but the 82 health is also kind of nice, but the armor bites. Alright, I'll do it. Fine. Rampage lasts longer? That could be good. How long does it normally last for? 5 seconds? %40 chance is... Wait, what are you talking about? Which thing? This one? Well, this is going to be a multiplier, right? Because it's increased. So whatever his base is, it would be... Like, there's no way he has an 80% chance to crit. Or what are you talking about? This. I am confused. Oh, 40% chance to... Oh, the bleed thing. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah, it's not increased. It is just flat 40% chance to bleed. I just don't know how much the bleed is doing because I don't have any passives or anything that give me increased bleed damage. Although bleed is physical, so I do have increased physical damage, so maybe it is doing something. Either way, it's something I'm kind of afraid to get rid of until I feel I really need to, but there's definitely some stats I would rather have. Other than just a massive amount of health. Yeah, bosses, I'm thinking. And obviously later on, I'm sure that at late game, I'm sure you can make builds that, like, insta-shot everything in late game, but, you know, with very little knowledge so far, I highly doubt I'm gonna accidentally make a build that, like, one-shots everything in the end game. So maybe... And I'm not going to use that chess piece all the way into endgame too, so... Ooh, great sword with minion damage. No, I didn't know that. I was actually curious about how, like, over 100% stuff works. I assumed it was just one of those things that enemies could have resistances to it, and by having over 100%, it would, like, negate some of their resistances, but that's cool to know. That's actually really cool to know. Jesus. Holy Christ. Okay. Is that alt here too? No. Enemies can't resist a dot stack. They can only resist the amount of damage a dot takes. Okay. That's actually really good to know. Man, the only thing that really bothers me about this game is that the one character I really wanted to try out is the one that's not implemented yet. Which, of course, is the Archer, Ranger, whatever you want to call it. Also, I've got to say, it's very refreshing after playing over 2,000 hours of Path of Exile, not to have to sit here and, like, potion mash the entire time, like mash potion buttons just to get buffs. Like, I love the fact that everything is based on just a few skills, making them work. I walked right into that one. Feel a strong urge to play Titan Quest again. Oh, what a good game. I have the, what is it, the anniversary edition of Titan Quest? Or Rogue, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I still have two classes I haven't even tried, so I've got plenty of time to go before I start, you know, whining about it, but yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Oh, you got the latest DLC in the Christmas sale? You always go back to Titan Quest like once a year. It's a good game. I've never even gotten that far into it, and it's a good game. Oh god. Oh. Whee! Yeah, my pets aren't getting hurt at all, so I'm fine. You know what game, like, I think took a lot from Titan Quest, and I loved to death? Sacred 2. Like, that feels very Titan Questy to me. Like, the camera's very, like, zoomed out really far, and just the look of it reminds me of that. I never played the first one, but Sacred 2 is fantastic. I remember my first playthrough of that was, like, 120 hours. So, yeah, I've never played the first one. I probably should. I know Sacred 3 was an absolute disaster. I watched, like, 20 minutes of someone play it, and it was like an arena ARPG. Like, poorly made as well. Good night. Ooh, there's another good shield, too. Not as good as mine. See, I don't have streamer RNG, I have chat RNG, so I was, like, having a terrible time crafting, but you came in, told me about the shield, and it all went well. Third one does not exist, yeah. You have Sacred 2 on Xbox, and the controls are atrocious. Yeah, they're actually, it's not bad on PC. I originally played it on Xbox as well. And, it took me ow, I hate that attack. Damn off-screen Javelineer or whatever his name is. You did pull your considerable weight. Whatever luck you were gonna have in whatever game you're playing next, yeah, you 100% gave that to me, and I appreciate it. That's not something I forget. Throwing attack damage. I haven't messed with that yet, but that's also kind of curious to me. By order of Spymaster Zarek, this section of the Majelka way station has been deemed off limits due to instabilities. Thank you for the follow, Lone Star. Appreciate it. Wait. Has been deemed off limits due to instabilities with the most recent Harvest of Souls. Dev note, this zone has a game-crashing bug. Enter at your peril. That sign can't stop me, because I can't read. Oh, that's great. I'm guessing that's like a side area? Yeah, it's... Wait. Oh, wait, that's the main quest, though. You've never seen that area? Well, like, what would happen if my game did crash, right? I would just, like... It wouldn't, like, mess up my character, right? It's not like I wouldn't be able to log back on. I would hope. Rampage lasting longer. What, plus 1 second isn't that amazing. But I do kind of want to work this way. This is pointless, because I've got so much health regen and leech on him. At least for now. Yeah, screw it. Massive crit chance. When does the game save? Yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't know. I feel like if you... Well, no. If you quit the game in the middle of a zone, it'll bring you back in town. So if you crashed in there, I think it would just bring you back in town. Or like at the end of time. Saves anytime you take any significant action, like killing an enemy or choosing a skill point. That's amazing. Get out of here. Boop. Let's go back to Shining Cove and do that side quest before I go forward anymore. A lot of writing to disk, though. That's true. By the way, I'm doing all the lore reading on like my second playthrough. The only reason I'm not on stream is because that is a lot of text and it's not voice acted. I prefer voice acted stuff just because I'm talking enough as it is. It'll be voice acted in the future. I figured as much. Ooh. Investigate the rift. I love this aspect of the game. I really do. I hope that in that later on down the road in the final version, there's so much more of this stuff, this time travel. I hope the end game has you time traveling all over the place and crazy stuff. Oh yeah, VO is expensive. I wouldn't expect it. I never expect it in an early access game. It's usually one of the last 6 months of... I didn't ask for 3 health potions, but thank you. I appreciate it. Aw. Oh, this is way low level. I was like, I'm killing things faster than normal. There are 3 more endgame systems not implemented. One of them will have you doing just that. That's amazing. Whee! Good lord. Just nonsense all over the screen. Great. Hello. Put stuff in a chest and then you have to go to a different time period and fight your way back to get the rewards, which are depending on what you had placed in it. Ooh. Even without knowing that, I could already tell this game was trying a lot of, like, really new, unique things. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. Torchlight was a great game? Yeah. Oh yeah, I played through Torchlight 1 and 2 multiple times. I feel that Torchlight just never really... Torchlight never had that feeling for me like I could play it for hundreds of hours. Like, I probably played it for maybe 100 total. But it was never the type of game that I could get lost in for months to years. I'd play through with one character and put it down for 6 months, come back to it, start a new character, play through one. Yeah, sending your pet to sell stuff. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, I did see that about Torchlight Frontiers. I don't know enough about that. I don't think anyone knows enough about that yet for me to really just determine if I'm excited yet. I'm intrigued by it though. The one thing I heard recently, and it's not an ARPG, but it's still, you know, it's still a game I really liked. And it's not one I'm excited for. It's one that I'm hoping is good, but I don't have a lot of faith in. EverQuest. What's their name? The folks that own EverQuest now, the IP. EverQuest, they're making an EverQuest 3. Yeah. I knew that about it, but I mean, like, until I see anything, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. But Daybreak Games has confirmed they're working on EverQuest 3, which, after EverQuest Next and all that, I don't know if I have any faith in it, but definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on. I'm an old man. That, EverQuest was my jam for years. Yeah. If you've never heard of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, that is basically, it's made by some of the original EverQuest devs, and it is kind of a callback to, like, old-style MMOs where grouping was super important, leveling was slow, fights lasted, you know, minutes instead of seconds. Very cool for people that like that kind of thing. And it's still in, like, pre-alpha, but they've been working on it for years, and, they're still working on it. Yeah, it's hard to tell how Pantheon's gonna end up, but I think of all the MMOs that I've heard of, it's the one that I probably have the most, like, actual hope for. There's a few others that look really cool, but that's the one that I'm kind of gonna be really sad if it just tanks. Good night. I already have Wolcen. I played it on stream last week for like an hour just to see what it was like. And then I heard that it's only like one act and there's a lot of stuff kind of missing. But yeah, it releases, what, a week from tomorrow, right? The 13th, or the 12th. 12th? 13th? One of those. But yeah, when it full releases, because I'm not gonna make a character and play through the whole first act just to have it deleted on the 13th. But yeah, when it comes out on the 13th, I'm definitely going to be playing it. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to stream the 13th because my wife has a doctor's appointment an hour away, and also we both have vision appointments to get new glasses, so I won't be home for most of that day, but I will be playing it. And then this Sunday, with one of my mods, who is not here currently, but one of my mods and another streamer, we're going to be playing Escape from Tarkov, because that game I'm bad at, and it's funny. Be streaming all that... Oh, you'll be streaming it all weekend? Sick. Sounds awesome. I'll have to come by and check it out. I'm actually working Friday and Saturday. I don't know. What time do you normally stream? Oh, nice. Oh, what on earth do I want to do with this? Do you want to max out Frozen Fangs? Maybe. Pretty cool skill. I don't need more health leech. I do like the attack and move speed, though. I'm going to do that. It's a shrine, maybe? Oh, okay. Okay, you'll be streaming. Okay. So you're in Central. Cool. I live in Eastern Standard Time, so. Shrine Maiden was back here. I'm dumb. Nice. Well, I may very well have your stream up while I'm working on Friday and Saturday then. That week. Next week. I'm an ARPG fanatic. I play plenty of other games. Like I'm gonna be checking out the new Apex Legends season. I actually, to give you an idea of how much I love this game right now, the fact that I'm not streaming Apex's new season right now says something. Because I think I've done that for every season, so every big update to the game. But ARPGs, man, I mean, I was playing Diablo when I was like 14. 15? No. When did Diablo come out? Whenever it came out, I was playing it. Cake Relic. Ooh, idle slots. Heck. Alright. Well, let's do the thing. Boop. Whoa. %70 chance to cast Maelstrom. 5 seconds. Oh, that's the... Huh. Interesting. This is garbage. This is better. Sure, that's not really good, but placeholder. Been streaming and making vids for last Epoch since April, so you're kind of addicted. Oh, sick. And that's amazing. I had no idea that this game even existed until like 2 weeks ago. It's only a week old? Oh my god. Yeah, I've only been playing this about a week, so I had no idea that it was... Meaning increased healing effectiveness. I don't really have anything that heals my minions right now. Alright, here's a question. Okay, increases health restored by healing skills. It doesn't work for their passive healing. You got it. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing about this game that has made me think anything other than like, wow, they're doing amazing work. I'm just gonna start putting these in a tab. At least the big ones. You know what I really love too, and I think a lot of people would hate this about this game, but like the fact that their range on the elemental damage on this is 20 to 100%. I like that. I hate it when games do stuff like, you know, the range would be like 60 to 80%, because then it doesn't feel like it matters so much. But like high rolling something like this feels so good. So I actually like that the implicit affixes, the ones that come with it, are so varied. Like this, it felt so good that I got a 32% crit chance amulet with decent stuff on it. Amazing. They're the most accessible devs you've ever seen. Several hang out in your stream from time to time and answer questions. Always available on their Discord. Dude, that's great. It's actually really amazing. And you know what? That's kind of one of the things that I'm glad this is a relatively small dev team, because that's exactly what I've been looking for. A community that feels like a community again. Like, Diablo never had a good community. Path of Exile's community has become more and more toxic the bigger it's gotten, and then the Tencent thing, and now they're just kind of like pushing out content without ever really being involved with the community, because you go on forums or whatever and it's just people raging about dumb stuff. And I really like the fact that a lot of changes have been made because of community suggestions. Man, stop. I can only be so erect. Like, my ARPG boner is throbbing right now. Yeah, you heard me. What are my boots? My boots aren't great, but bad either. Bad base. That's bad movement speed. Bad base. I'm learning a little bit about the bases. Okay. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm actually, like, getting that awesome feeling in the back of my head, like I'm gonna just pass out sitting up, which is a good sign that I played it right up until that point. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to take a nap and sleep for half of the day so that I can be a functioning human being at work tomorrow. I'm loving this game so much, though, I may start doing night streams again. I may start doing some evening streams after work, which is something I haven't had the energy for lately, but a chill game like this that I can learn a lot about and just kind of, like, have fun doing it, I may start doing a couple evening streams a week. Once again. So we'll see. But if we do, it'll probably be that. Also, in case you thought I was lying, that's the wrong game that I'm not playing anymore. Wilson, right here. Yep, I downloaded it about a week ago. So, cool, I've already got that. Hey, thanks for being here, Paula. Use a scorpion, there's some nodes that allow the scorpion to summon babies that attack. Oh my god, scorpion babies. That's cool. Are they just like little, like... Are they like little, like, mini baby bombs that just, like, run at things and basically, like, self-destruct? Or do they actually hang around and do damage? Because I would love baby scorpion bombs. But see, that's the thing. I've played... Well, how much of this has I played? I left it on for a little while. I've played 24 hours of this game, so I probably played about 20. They become minions and don't count against your minion. Nice. Heck. Cool. But yeah, I've played 20 hours of this game. I've already created a second character, and just from, like, not even just from talking to you guys, just from playing and seeing what abilities are available, I've already in my head made 2 more Beastmasters with entirely different skill sets. Like, sure, let's do one that's entirely spell damage with, like, 1 big minion instead of a bunch of little ones. And sure, now, like, cool, what if I did a like, one that's, like, actively melees with the Scorpion one and a bunch of babies? Like, it makes sense that I would be interested in playing all 4 classes that are available, but the fact that I'm already finding things within classes that makes me want to make multiple characters of each class, I mean, not only is that 12 potential characters that I could make just in different classes, but then on top of that, it's 3 to 5 minimum of the same class, even the same subclass that I could make of. And that's like 30 to 60 characters. That's insane. So, I love it. I'm absolutely